and the president's own United States Marine Band. So Trump really wanted a big concert. The concert failed. He wants a big UFC fight, but A-list celebrities who are supposed to show up aren't going to be showing up. And it comes at a time where the nation is facing possible crisis. See, right now, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, it has confirmed a second case of the New World screwworm, this time in a 1-month-old calf in Zavala County, Texas. What's big here is that it actually was located 5.6 miles from the first case of New World screwworm. That means that it has moved already over 5 miles. And many say that we're going to see a lot more cases of New World screwworm to pop up. And while MAGA farmers are unhappy, they say people who continue to blame the New World screwworm crisis on the Biden administration need to stop. The secretary, referring to Brooke Rollins, has had 15 months to prepare a competent response. And despite what some are saying, the response has been lackluster and unserious. Let's go over some facts. In order to eradicate the New World screwworm, we need roughly 500 million to 600 million sterile flies produced weekly, and we currently produce 100 million weekly. There are current mechanisms and technologies that could be deployed immediately in order to produce those numbers that have been ignored by the U.S. Department of Agriculture for the past 6 months. The Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service, which oversees the NWS response, is a disaster. There were some competent veterinarians interviewed during the transition willing to serve and reform the Bureau who were blocked by Secretary Rollins and her team. Instead, they decided to retain the same director from the Biden administration who botched the avian flu. They go on to say that producers in Texas are being pressured not to report cases, national emergency declaration. Now, here's what Rollins had to say just a few months ago.
On top of that, we've got the screwworm south of the border. So our ports have been closed almost since the late spring, where we haven't been moving about 1 million head of cattle across the border of Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona from Mexico. And again, you're in this perfect storm that we're in. But the Trump administration has released a new plan. We are moving toward opening up 5 million acres of grazing land. We're obviously at some point soon going to be reopening the borders. We've got screwworm under control south of the border. Still a couple more things before we get there, but we're getting close. And the president is hyper focused on this. So our numbers and our formulas are showing that prices will start coming down as soon as next spring and certainly by summer and fall of next year.
But here was where we're at today. Canada's Food Inspection Agency has announced a temporary ban on livestock from Texas because of the flesh-eating screwworms. Cows and horses that were in Texas anytime within 21 days before crossing the border into Canada will not be accepted into the country.